In this video, we're going to show beginners, people that are thinking about building a PC from scratch, what to do, what not to do, show you all the mistakes. I know it's a long one. We try to do the best that we can, trying to show you how to build a PC. And as you can see, we did a pretty good job. We're going to build a PC. This is for anybody that wants to learn about a PC. We're going to show you how to get your case, why we picked this case, all the components. We're going to put all this stuff together. And you see we've got a 5070, an Intel i7, the Z790, and this is all ASUS stuff. I've tried to combine everything, even the RGB. This had really good reviews. If you can check out this water cooler, this thing is awesome. Had really good reviews. The first thing you want to open is your power supply. I was watching Linus Tech Tips, and he's like, yeah, you got to hook up one of those things to your wrist, and I like to hook mine up to my leg. Dude, you're not hooking it up to your leg. That was fake.
What are you even referring to? Hooking what up to your leg or your wrist?
There's a static thing that you hook up.
Oh, so you don't.
So you don't short circuit your thing.
Or yourself.
Or yourself. Okay, let's do this over here. It looks like the box was damaged. That's nice. And this is an MSI brand. I got to upgrade. I went and bought a pre-built because my computer went out and I could not get it going again. And I think it was a Windows update. And it took me a week to get that going. So I went out and bought a pre-built. And this stuff here, same price as the pre-built.
And a better graphics card.
Better graphics card, better everything. They put the cheapest stuff. Look at this bag.
Wow. I like their little emblem. That's neat.
Oh my gosh. So you can just tell premium stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And to spend a little extra and build your own, those are all the cables for it. And this, we're just going to plug this up, and what you do is before you touch something important, we are working on carpet, and I'm just going to touch this steel box I've already tested the power supply to make sure it had a ground in it. And I'll probably show you what I used to do that with. We're going to power that on and just touch it. Here goes another box. Uh-oh.
You're gonna hurt our globe we got to put in here.
The globe?
Yeah, I set the globe on that. You just knocked it off.
So I can't throw stuff?
No, don't throw stuff.
That's my thing.
No, throw it the other direction.
You know how I don't plan this out very good. Next thing we're gonna open is, that's just foam.
Okay.
We don't worry about that. So we're gonna stack. We did Lexar, which you see everything on here. How do you pronounce that? Aura? That is the ASUS brand of RGB. And you're gonna see everything has either 1700 or it's got that for all of our lights. So everything is the same RGB stuff.
Same product.
Yeah, the same branding.
Done a thumbnail before you started.
Oh, we're gonna do a thumbnail. It's gonna be
with all the boxes and everything.
The finished product. Did you get a good one of it?
I mean, you were standing there. I don't know.
I gotta go get a knife. I'm not prepared. Again.
Oh, and this case is not light at all.
This case is insane. And the reason you pick your case first is because you got to know what size motherboard you can get. This one is an ATX size, and they have a bunch of different sizes, which you probably already know if you've been looking. There's the manual. And don't think I haven't watched videos on how to put this together first either.
Well, this is not your first computer creation either.
Yeah. Now this case has straps to pick it up with.
Oh boy. Wow.
And another,
Handy.
the reason that I picked this case is because I'm old and I want it to be easy to work on. I want the cable management to be easy. I want it to come apart easy. And I wanted a nice case. And what was nice about that pre-built I bought, it had a swinging door on it, which was really nice. I really liked it. Okay.
I'm glad you didn't throw that box.
Why?
It's hard to know what you would have broke.
Yeah. So I can shut this. So we've got our case open, and we're not even going to mess with it yet.
I'm just impressed it has handles.
Yes.
That is so
But,
handy.
you know, I was thinking
Handy handles.
I was thinking about, I think those are going to get dirty and
I'm sure they will get dusty
and I guess you could wash them.
yeah.
We're going to get the hard part out of the way. This is the first thing you should do. My son was telling me how nice of a motherboard this was. I was like, thanks, son. Look at that. Now, it comes in an anti-static bag. If you've ever wondered why these bags are different colors or whatever.
Wow. That's pretty neat.
Okay. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Let's see what we got inside. So we've got the antenna for the Wi-Fi, it looks like. That's a nice looking antenna. We've got stuff under here. We've got your PCI ports, I believe. Some type of a standoff. It looks for M2 drive.
Just saying.
Some more little sticker things. Look at all these stickers.
Ooh.
Fancy, fancy. Manual. And
Certificate of reliability.
awesome. Makes me feel so good. Okay, we don't need any of that. Got some more stuff in here. Looks like we got everything. Let's see what this, what's in there? Something in here. Or is it a trick? It's a trick. Okay. Let's make sure. It's another trick. Okay. Looks like we got everything in there. Okay. We're touching the thing again. Right here. You see me? Touch the thing. And what was funny is I was watching so many of these builders do this, and then there you go. And you want to make sure you have clean hands. We actually need that box back to set this thing on. So the back is actually pretty, you can see the back. You don't want to damage any of that, and this is an anti-static placement here on this box, so you don't have to worry about static on it. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to install this i7 14700K 14th gen i7. And this, to me, is the scariest part. And with these, you have to make sure that your CPU is made for this. The only ones that fit this is the 12th gen, 13th gen, and 14th gen cards. They've moved the pins from the CPU to the motherboard. They used to be on the back, and they would get bent. Well, they kept getting them sent back. So they moved that to the motherboard manufacturer. They don't have to worry about it anymore. Very smart on their part, but they changed all the layout of the pins. So I don't know how long this technology will last. I would say it's going to be around for a while until they make they're going to make them bigger, is what I think, before long. Because they keep upping their power, and there's only a certain amount of size they can get on that size right there. So it may be 10 years, it may be 20, but this is the newest for Intel. And I believe AMD did the same thing. So when you're taking this out, take it out low in case you drop it. And what you want to do before, you want to look and see where the arrow is to line up your pins. Okay, there's 3 dots and an arrow. Can you see that arrow right there? It's way down in the corner.
Very little?
Very little arrow. I can barely see it. Oh, there's a bigger one on the metal. You just got to get the light right. See it right there. Now, you want to look and see, does it show you now? It does not. So you're going to have to take this off. You're going to have to take this off and lift this up. You don't have to take the plastic off yet. Okay, we're looking for an arrow on the card, on the thing. I can't see it. This is awesome.
I'm not seeing any arrows.
I'm not seeing an arrow either. This is so awesome. Is there one
Wait,
here?
are these arrows?
Oh no, I don't. It's got to be.
And
on
that's
the
an X?
motherboard. I think, is it right here? No. Yeah, I do not see it. Okay, let's stop. We're going to put this back together. We're going to look inside the manual. Okay, we found it. It's actually on the plastic right there. Let me turn this light on. You can see it.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay. Not very good. I looked in the manual. It is a joke. So you pull this off.
It's like a mouse trap.
Yeah, and it says to remove this little plastic piece right here, little rubber guard. We're going to pull this up. Keep this thing low. And we're going to just grab it by the edges. This is pretty, it doesn't matter about this as much as the motherboard. There you go. Let's give it a little, just make sure it's seated. Looks like it's seated to me. Get the flashlight out. Looks good. Happy, happy. We're going to push this down. Just pop that off. There we go. And lock it in place. And you want to keep this in case you want to sell your CPU. These still go for great money. The older ones, it doesn't matter. They drop maybe $50 or something. Always keep a hold of this. We'll put this back in this. We'll keep the computer box and everything. Because my wife loves when I do that. All right, the next thing we're going to put on is, let's do some RAM. Now we picked the Lexar because it has the right lighting for this. I had picked out some Corsair, and I didn't like it because I've got one on my computer now, and I can't get the RGB lights to work right. I can, if I go in there and set them up, and I can do them, but it's just not all the time. So we got the hardest part done, and that wasn't too bad, was it?
That's the hardest part.
That is the hardest part.
Of the whole build.
Well, that is the scariest part. That's the scariest part. Everything else is pretty easy. All right.
So these are just lights?
No, this is your RAM.
Oh, okay, okay.
This is what she just got a new laptop. Brand new laptop. I believe we got a 4060 in it, and it wasn't performing very good. All we had to do to fix it, we bought more RAM.
And we have a video.
We have a video if you want to watch that video. And it's very easy to put RAM in. Like anything else, they only go in there one way. You can't flip them around. It will not fit in there like that. So they're going to go in here like this. But check your manufacturer. Hear that click? See how ours is, two of them's gray? So you want to make sure that you have them in there, because that's going to be, I believe it's called like the channel. And if you like put it up here or put it up here, that's incorrect. So you want to match these two. And this is actually, the ones further away are going to be better than the ones close in. A lot of people don't know that. Just do a little research. Those look awesome. All right, moving along. Got our RAM installed, CPU, pushing along. Next thing is our M2 drive. Now we were going with a 2 terabyte, fast speed, great priced. I want to try this brand out. I've been doing the Samsung ones, and they've been working fine, but this was a little bit better of a price, and we need a lot of storage. And this was really good rated. Really good rated, so we'll give them a shot. It looks awesome. Already got a heat sink on it. Hopefully that'll make it last longer. Now, the big question.
Which way does it open?
Which way does it open? Okay. Oh my gosh, you're going to be mad at me again.
Instruction manual?
I got to get screwdrivers. I don't have screwdrivers in there.
Well, I have some in here in my little...
I got a set.
He doesn't want my girly pink screwdrivers in the video, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, check out that set. This is what you use to put a computer together. I honestly do not know. Okay, they got one M2 right here. We're going to pause again, and we're going to look up where I need to put that. It looks like we actually have like 4 M2 slots on this thing. That's insane. Okay, it's a 1. I wish I could see. I don't need that.
You mean with your actual eyeballs?
Yes, with my actual eyeballs. I couldn't see it spinning, so I kept twisting it, and it actually was not spinning. So these actually have some type of thermal stuff on there to help with cooling too. It's just sad we ain't gonna be able to see our awesome looking M2 drive that we bought that already has. I don't like these screws, how they did these screws. They could have made it look better. Okay, be very careful. And there we have it. And that, I don't know. A lot of people go to the closest one to it, so I think it doesn't really say in here. All right, I'm gonna put it right there. It doesn't really tell us. This is, what? Okay, they got some new type of thing, it looks like. To make sure I get this right. You slip it in there and you're gonna twist these locks, yep. You don't even have screws in these. This is insane. This thing is so awesome. This is gonna be so much easier to work with. So you just kind of at a 45-degree angle, push it down there. It can only go in one way. And then that's all I gotta do, look. I just took that. I'm so happy. You guys don't even know. All right. On the back of this thing, you have to peel the strip.
And what does that do?
This is like a thermal paste type thing, or thermal pad, they call it. Peel the strip.
And that prevents overheating?
It helps with overheating.
Okay.
So it's going to make your parts last longer, which is awesome. So how do you line this up? Can you see it? Oh wow. Guess what?
It just went where it needed to?
The heat sink is making it too high. So what we're going to do, we stuck that on there, and we're just going to leave it stuck on there.
What do you mean it's too high?
Because it's already got a thermal sink on it.
Oh.
It doesn't need that one. So we're just going to leave, and maybe it'll double it up.
I mean, it's not going to hurt anything or get in the way,
No,
right?
it may help.
Okay.
I mean, it's more dissipation with metal. Okay, we got the M2, we got the CPU, we got the RAM installed. And we're gonna go, I think it's time to get the case out and start putting everything in the case. We're not gonna be able to put the cooler in there because it's a liquid cooler, and I got the wrong thing.
There's too many boxes.
Too many boxes are too much fun. It'll be too hard to put it. It'll be easier to put it in the case, I believe. And that's a monster case, so should make it even easier. And the easy pickup case. Mm-hmm. And it's not too heavy. And I'm gonna sit it down like this. And what's awesome about this case, if you look right here, push this button. Look right here and push this button. It comes right off. Wow. Now,
I think I set that someplace safe.
set it back here. Now we're going to make sure, check these pins right here. Okay. So we have a total of 9 pins. Look on your motherboard and make sure you got 9 holes for your pins, and we do. I would also, if you want to mount your mounting for your cooler, you'd probably want to do it now to get your mount. But I actually have, if you come look, I have this big spot right here to mount my cooler. So that is awesome. So I can still mount mine after we mount it in there. And I'm not seeing any screws.
Are they in the bottom of the box?
They're somewhere.
Well, when you go checking things, it's hard telling.
All right, we found our box for our accessories. And this should have our screws to mount our motherboard. And there's a bunch of screws. And they got some nice cable management stuff in there. Cable. See all the screws we get? Tons of screws, more than we'll ever need. I believe this is a standoff, maybe to do your GPU sideways or something. Okay. We got a bracket of some sort. I have to look in the manual and see what that's for. And just a piece of paper. Okay. I think I'm going to...
This is a decision on the fly, folks.
Yeah, because I was seeing a lot of people do these after, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just put this in there, and if I have to take it back off, I have to take it back off. Now, here's something I wish they would make. See this peel right here is going to be, see this peel? Mm-hmm. I don't want to do it now, but I kind of have to because it's got to go like in this spot. Mm-hmm. So if you buy a higher end, a lower end will have this piece and you'll have to stick it in there. On this one here, it's already installed. And these are metal down here, and you do not want to scratch the back of your board. So do it really carefully. Get it about where it goes. See, I'm gonna have to peel that off. Oh, I hate that. Oh, look at that peel. Okay, I'm just gonna do it like halfway, I guess. I think that's pretty good. All right, that wasn't too bad. I was wanting a cutty, and this is a Ziploc. Little things like that make it nicer. Oh, wait. A bag in a bag.
They tricked you.
They tricked me so good. Okay. Send these screws out. And they will have different threads on these. So what you want to do is look and see there are different screws, different threads. So I'm gonna dump them all out. And we are going to get the coarsest threads first. Or the finest threads, I'm sorry. And see. So that's going to be these right here. And if you don't have a magnetic screwdriver, you get one of these kits. And you can magnetize the end of your screwdriver. So that's a fine thread. So just try it a little bit. It doesn't feel like it's going in there. So I'm gonna try a different one. We'll try the coarse threaded. I like to look at these better anyways. Looks like I'm lined up really good. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, doesn't that board look good?
As good as a board could look.
She don't care. Oh, I got some bad news, people. Guess what?
It's not going either.
I'm gonna try a different one.
Why do they give you so many screws that don't fit right?
I don't know. You'd think everybody would just get the hint. I think there's just two types. There's the coarse and the fine.
I don't think she's happy that we're in here. She wants us to be in the living room on the couch.
So it was the fine. I don't know what the problem was, but that's okay. We've got it now. So I'm gonna go try to do the hardest ones first. There's one way back in there. I'm gonna have to get the light. This corner. Well, looking good. Yeah, we're sorry we don't have enough lights in here yet. We're gonna get everything, like, this is our first video in this room. And you don't have to do these too tight. It's not like it's a car you're driving down the road. And really, I don't even know if you really have to put them all in, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm gonna cut all this out. I think it's just a little too much. Mm-hmm. Maybe one of these days I'll get good at this. Oops. Okay, we gotta figure out.
I think it's, oh, that's the thing for the other, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm super nervous right now.
One. Oh, slides out. It's a nothing. You just push it up. Very nice. So, I don't know if you've noticed this, but these are all magnetic in there. These covers.
So that keeps the dust out?
This keeps the dust out.
Yeah. See, I knew that.
And they're magnetic. They attract dust, and maybe that'll give us a little more light. This is a very nice case. Very nice. That removes too. That's going to be easy. Okay. Moving on down the road. Put the radiator in there.
Radiator?
Yeah.
It's called a radiator?
Well, I'm going to call it a radiator.
Doesn't a radiator get warm?
Yeah.
So that's doing the opposite of what we want it to do.
No, it's a cooler.
Okay, well that's not a radiator.
Well, that's what a radiator does. It cools the engine.
I'm thinking of a radiator in your house.
So, you can see on the top here, very easy. It looks like just 2 screws holding this top radiator piece. And I am using a #1 size Phillips head on these. Look at that. That's so easy. Okay. I think we are going to call it good for tonight. We're going to start again tomorrow. We're going to start on the fans because it's going to be a lot easier to get to them before we put this radiator back in. The GPU will go last. We got some fans to put down here too. And then we'll get everything wired up. We don't got much left. This is where I need a drill. You want to get your pink drill out?
I thought you had a little one that was like this size. Unless you just really want...
Yeah, I really want.
Okay.
Like, I'm really not joking. It's way faster. And you you said I wouldn't use the pink one. A tool's a tool. When you are choosing fans, the most common size is 120 millimeters. You can go bigger, but you got to make sure your case will fit those fans. You can go up, and it will make your fans actually quieter if they're bigger. But 120 is the most common size. And if you want to cheap out on your fans, it's going to be a lot easier to do that than other stuff, because you can see when they're not working. So you could change them out or whatever. But we had really good reviews out of these fans that we bought. So we're going to hope they last forever, that we never have to worry about them. Here's the brand. And I've never heard of it before, you know, building this computer. So everybody said they're good, so we'll see. I can't say if they're good. It comes with all the wiring with it. Looks like it comes with screws. Yep. So if any of this is loose, comes with instructions, and you're going to have to know. You're going to have to figure out which way it blows. And this is one of the most important. There are videos on YouTube that show you like the best way to set your fans up. And I was actually watching one last night. It was really neat because he was blowing smoke into them. And they actually did this case right here. It was really neat how they did it. So let's look at your thing and see if it's got an arrow. It does not. But I believe I was told that if the back, this is the back, and this is where it's going to blow out of. So it would go like this. And I'm going to tell you right now, we got really good cable management. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Like, I can do anything I want with these cables. It's amazing. Okay, let's make sure. See, this is showing the other way. Like this. So I can't read that. So I'm going to have to figure out and make sure. It looks like it's saying that this is the intake and this is where it blows out of.
So you're putting 9 of these in there?
Yeah, I'm going to put 3. That fan already has 3. And then 1 over here. And then I've got a spot in the other side of the case for 3 more. And that's probably too many fans, so I may just do 3, 1, then those 3. Then the GPU has 3 fans. It's a lot of fans. You got to keep this stuff cool. It's very important to keep stuff cool. There's supposed to be arrows on these, but basically you can see which way it spins. It's going to spin this way, and it's going to suck the air in right there, and it's going to blow it out this way. So we're going to have to put the fans like this, and I don't think that's going to look very good. But that's just the way it's going to be. So we're going to have to put this. You're going to have to make sure where your cables are going to come out. And we're going to run ours through here. There's so much. This is one of the best cases I've seen. This looks so easy. Right there. Go ahead and put all 3 of them. So we're going to have to flip this over. Make sure everything fits. That looks good. Open it. There's another thumb screw up here. Put this back in.
I'm assuming you don't need to use that for anything.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think this is to install that HDD I had in there, that drive, storage drive. Yeah, we also bought an 8 terabyte HDD drive so we could have a bunch of storage. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, if she wasn't recording, she could help me.
Well, I've got a hand I can hold something.
Hold this. Yeah, and if I knew these fans was going to have that on the outside, I probably would have looked for something else. I don't like that.
You just don't like the sticker that's on it?
Well, I don't like that it's... I think they make reversible fans. It's not like it's... I don't like it's got this plastic on here. We'll see how it looks when we get done. I don't think other people are as picky as I am with some stuff like that. And the reason we returned that other one, did we talk about that?
Mm-hmm. Well...
That there was 2 fans working on and off, and I don't know if
they wouldn't stay on.
I couldn't go into the settings and program them to work. And you can kind of see here, right here, if you get back, this is the other 3 fan mount. That's a crazy amount of cooling on this. And we will leave this off until we're done, I believe. Okay, now I can reach. Did you notice I took the glass off? I don't know if I...
That was in the beginning of the video.
No, the front glass. Did we show that? Like this little bitty one?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess. I don't know.
I don't know either. We got all them, we got all this stuff mounted in here. We're going to suck air up. It's going to go up out of here. We're going to suck air in here, and there's going to be air going out. So it's going to go like, like that. And it's got a filter on the bottom that you can pull out, which is nice. Like that. I thought I was going to be messing with that for a while, getting it back in there, but I'm not. I guess I need to get in the light. Let's go up here. Oh, man. No, don't tell me that. Whew. That was tight. It just pulls out. It's got 2 little clips that go in here. Right there. You know what? I'm going to raise this desk up.
Gee, why didn't you think about that before?
Well, I was thinking about standing or sitting down and doing this. And I don't think that's
That's not possible.
a possibility. What is that? Is that my eyes?
What are you doing? I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't.
Is there a filter?
No, like come over here and look at it. You see the little spot there?
Oh, yeah. I see it from over here, but not over here.
They're freaking me out. Freaking me out. Amanda's getting into the throwing stuff. That's when we're having a good time. Okay. So kind of set up. So remember, this is the way they sit. So we're going to set them like this. Have the cables go out on that side. Like that. That does not look like it's good enough.
What?
It's not. The screws ain't gonna fit, it don't look like. Oh, it's gonna be real close. It's gonna be really close. Alright. I'm gonna just flip it over like this.
You gotta help her.
Well, tell her to touch that thing so she don't static the electricitized.
She's gonna knock that box over. That's what she's gonna do.
Yeah, she loves knocking stuff over.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Why do cats like to knock stuff over? Can anybody answer that question?
It's the Trixie Show.
He goes.
Yeah. You're in the way.
I'll get Sashi and she'll scare you away. Yeah. Because you're just going to knock everything off. I'm going to have those loose just to make sure. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of work.
You should have used my drill.
I'm going to have blisters. I don't think it will do it. I'll try it. They don't want to tear up your stuff.
What about your other one?
Oh my gosh.
Good grief.
Good grief, Eric. That's a powerhouse right there, drill. Oh.
5 hours later.
I'm going to see if I can plug these up together. One's a power and one is RGB. And I don't know which one's which yet. So, but you can kind of see these are the same. So we're going to take this and we're going to plug this. So it's going to go, if you look over here on your board, it's going to be one of these here. And you're going to take, it's going to have to end up being basically a female. You want to make sure this goes into here. Let's line these up, see how they line up there. And they've got slits in them to go like this. Be careful with the pins, make sure they go in there. See that? It snaps. Make sure they're snapped together. And then on the next one, so we got these two together. You're going to put that out of the way. You're going to grab the same ones that look like this. Just this here. We're going to do the same thing. And there you go. So we've got whatever plug that is. I'll figure that out here in a little bit. And then you're going to hook up these here. And it's going to be the same way. I don't see any, these are all male pins on this. Ow. That was fun. Get some pliers. That comes off.
Oh boy. This is making me super nervous. I don't think this is a good idea. Definitely not a good idea. I don't think it comes apart.
Why would you think that? Amanda figured it out. The whole thing comes off. It looks like that's detached. It just goes like this.
Well, I didn't figure it out. You watched a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And he pulled it and I just...
So you see the 3 pins. It's got little arrows that go together. Can you see those arrows right there?
For some reason it's so blurry when I can't get like a close-up.
And you heard it click, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're moving along like the other one. Put this on here. That does not fit very good. Okay. So we got these hooked up and these hooked up, and we need to figure out what goes to what.
What about these down here?
Those are just extras. It's just where they daisy chain.
Okay. Well, you could have put it down.
Or put it up. Okay, we're looking for a fan header. Okay, we got fan 2, fan 3, fan 4. And this is add gen to the ones that look like that's for our RGB. So we will definitely check on that and make sure, but looks like we're going to go to fan 2 right here for those. And you can see it's got a little notch on the bottom there. The very, very bottom. It's got a little tab, and that matches with this tab right here. So that's definitely it. Move this light over here. And you can see they're on the bottom a little bit. Be very careful. Yep. Goes in. It does not feel like it clicked, but that's okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything that says RGB on it. That one does there. RGB header. It looks like that, but these are 3 pins. So I'm gonna look and see on that. We'll check that out. Make sure we're doing the right thing. All right, we've read or watched YouTube again, and it showed us where to plug everything in. So we already showed you the power. This is going to be the RGB, and see this white connector here? This is a 5 volt. So look on your box, and it should tell you that it is 5 volt, 3 pin, ARGB.
Achoo!
Bless you. And I was looking at these, and these look fine. A lot of people take these stickers off. And I can't believe how much of this, what do you call holograms stuff that they have. We are going to try to stuff this in here. This, and I think I'm going to unplug this. And we're going to try to feed all these back in here or something.
You want me to grab them
No,
and pull them at all?
probably not.
I mean, I'm not going to pull them. I'll just hold them so they don't
Okay, well,
pop back out.
I think I got them all attached. Yeah, go ahead and grab them because I got this one. And then I can grab this one. Okay, hold on. Just be careful because these pins are right here. Okay, can you grab the other one I just stuffed in there?
This one?
Yep. Got that. Oh my gosh, this is so scary. Got that. Okay, I still got my things, I think. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. So we're going to do our 4 fan. Make this light. Stick that back in there. There we go. It's easy. And then we got our 3. See the 3, so we're going to have to flip it around. That. Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. This is so sketch.
They look like different sizes.
There we go. It went in there. So now, let's take everything and wrap it in there. Well, I got this lined up. Oh. You kidding me?
Is there a cord hitting it?
It's like I gotta pull up and push in. And I'm like, right there.
It's over here.
Oh, it looks good over here too. Okay. I do not like that cable management. Oh,
You want this?
I think I got it.
Or I guess not this.
Well, this is going to be the best PC build video ever because you actually get to watch a beginner build a PC instead of watching these pros that don't tell you little bitty stuff that you need to know. They just skip over it because they've done it so much. Like these stickers and these being outside these fans, I think you can buy reversible fans where you flip them upside down. And these are not that kind. But it doesn't look too bad in the videos I was looking at with the lights on. All right, let's get this out of the way. Now look at this. They've got a authenticity tag. They don't want anybody copying them. They got so much, look at that. Stuff going on with this box is crazy. And it's plastic wrap too. I mean, it's, I can't wait to see this thing. And this is the same brand as the fans. All-in-one CPU liquid cooler. And it's got our 1700, our LGA, that's our brand, and it also does AMD
Flip it so
7000 series. Oh my gosh, it even, look at the back, like it's, there's all the specs for it if you want to see the specs.
So this is the liquid cooler.
This is a liquid cooler, and it's got the little screen on there too. So I want to see what my temperatures are running in case something goes wrong. You kind of know, you know what the temperature is. Let's see if there's English. Yeah, there's the English on there a little bit. There's our mounting for our bracket already. And we're going to stick this piece in the back, put those on. There's two clips. And then there's your cooler, thermal paste. And here, there's your other ones. So it goes, here's your AMD, different brackets. All right. That's all it shows you. It's just pictures. There's a, you can download support from that site right there. All right. Now this is the one that's going to be mounted to. I wonder if they show us, I guess I can figure that out. Let's get this out. The box. Yeah, so it's going to be blowing the air that way. And one thing, you could do air cooled or you can do this, but either or, make sure you take this sticker off. And we gotta do something right now anyways. Let's start taking these stickers off before we forget. Alright, where was that one? Oh, here it is. I didn't get scratched through it, it looks like. That looks pretty good.
Don't you have one on this other side too?
Nice. Alright. Got that done. Looks like the fans are already mounted. Thank goodness. It's going to sit in here this way. And the thing I worry about these is what if it leaks? And this is all pre-done. So hopefully we never have to worry about it. So I thought that we would put this in first But I'm going to do the PSU first, the power supply. And we'll get that put in because I feel like that's going to be pretty difficult.
We need to move this.
I'm going to try to move everything and then make sure it doesn't fall. So that's going to be a trickety trick.
We need to become professional interior illuminators.
Illuminators. We'll be called the illuminators. Okay. So when you pay extra money for one of these, you get, I think it's called modular, where you can plug these in. You don't have to use every one of them. If you buy a cheapo, they're already attached. They don't have connections for them. So you need to find out how you have to mount it. Here's the fan. And ours is going to, it's going to blow out this way, it's sucking in this way. So we want to have ours like this right here. And it's going to go over. It's going to attach right here. Like that. Just make sure everything looks good. Everything looks great. Okay. Let's see what we're going to use on the bottom here. And in the very bottom is the screws for it. And you want to keep this case in your computer box because you're going to keep some of these cables that you're not going to use yet. Whenever you go buying extra drives and stuff like that, which I may go ahead and plug mine in, I'm not sure yet. Now if you look, it'll tell you what these are for. Okay? So these would power your drives. Right there. So we're going to need this one. There's the CPU. There's the big boy.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of plugs.
There's another CPU one.
You're going to use all those?
I'm going to use a lot of them. I think this is the audio one maybe. That says 600 watts.
Hmm.
Wow.
Look at that cord, how it's braided.
Yeah, this is the big baby right here. So I would guess this is the GPU. What are you guessing?
Well, I'm going to guess what you're guessing because I don't know what it is.
All right. So we ain't got the GPU in there yet either.
Does it come with instructions?
Yes. And I already went through
Okay.
this. There you go. But I will have to get them back out and look at them again because there's just so much. Well, actually, nothing.
Did you set them somewhere?
I don't think so. So, in the manual, it shows us this is going to be our power supplies. So we'll just go through here and start plugging stuff up. And they got all these wires in here got to be plugged up too. It's not only going to be that. As far as this goes, we're going to plug this up.
ATX power connection.
And then we're going to do our CPU, which I don't know why it's not showing that. I mean, we just skipped it. If it doesn't fit,
It doesn't go there.
it doesn't go there. This says CPU. Oh, there. I had to push it a little harder. Okay, we got a CPU. We're really going to have to look and see what these are for. That's the old PCI one right there. That's the one we don't use. I could probably go back in here. Definitely going to need this big one here.
So now it's Sashi today instead of Trixie. It doesn't look like there's enough places for all that. Oh.
Oh.
Maybe?
No, it don't fit there.
It doesn't go underneath this one, right there. That one says CPU also.
Unless it just doesn't get hooked up. So there's two ATX 24Ps. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to get a manual for this. I got to make sure.
Yeah, because if you don't have this right, it's going to fry it, right?
Yeah. All right, we went through the manual. We went online. And my motherboard has two CPU connectors. And it says that they need to be installed. So this is one of them. I'm going to have to match up one of these other cables somehow to do another CPU, and it looks like that is going to be like the combination I'm going to have to do, which sucks. I don't know. That sucks so bad. It's got all the CPU. It's got more CPU ones here than PCI. Alright, we gotta look again. They've got two daisy, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be a daisy chain for extra power. They're all plugged into the same thing. So you wanted to build a PC.
And you didn't finish your thought.
What the freak? Like, is that supposed to go together or not? There we go.
Why would they not already be together?
That's a great question. Great question,
It doesn't
babe.
make any sense.
Great question. Everybody wants to know the answer to that. That's ever built one of these. Why can't people just make the same stuff? This is so fun. Does it not go in there?
It doesn't look like it would fit because the other parts.
Yeah, it's got a little lip. Huh. Let's look on this one the same way. It says PCI. I mean, I guess I can hook this in there. We may have to order a different cable. Because I'm not seeing that working. It won't work in that. So this is for your data cable, like if you want more storage. And it goes right here. Trying to think which would be easier to mess with later on in life. There we go. So I've tried to put these, see where I can get to if I need to do it once this is in here. And it's going to be mounted like this. So I'll have room to mess with these. Okay. We got our screws, we got our screwdriver. And it's just got 4 screws in it. That's nice. Yay!
Want my drill?
No, I do have a blister. Look at that. I should have just used your thing. And honestly, if I could have bought a pre-built for this price, with this quality of stuff, I would do it. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, all tightened up. Now, we are going to start putting stuff where it goes. So this goes up here. Now that, just gonna slide up here. This stays in the back of the case. Just gonna leave it right here. We know this goes. This is going to go to the GPU, so we're just going to leave it over there for now. This one here is going to run up here. What you really want to do is think about cable management right now. That's gonna, is that looking kind of weird coming over all these? I think it does, so I'm gonna bring it down here. People's like, oh, I'll just worry about that later. Well, you gotta think about it a little bit now. Does that look better going under there? I think that's as good as we can get. I'm gonna run this through here, the other one, and hope that plugs in. If not, we're gonna have to order one. Okay, big bad Billy here. We're gonna have to figure out if it's going down or up. It's going up here. So we'll go right through here. That's good. That's the big bad Billy. So just a little bit. Let this one out on purpose. I'm going to put this back in the bag. Wait. There was another CPU. Thank goodness.
Where was that sitting?
I was under the bag, I think. And we moved the bag. That's awesome. Oh.
I'm glad I moved the bag.
Yes. Now.
You gotta take that back out.
No, I got it. Easy. Yes. Thank you, MSI, for your crappy. We got it on the manual for that, and it sucks. It does not tell you what to where to plug in your. It doesn't tell you anything. Most of this stuff doesn't. And these computer guys that do these all the time, they leave out so much. I'm gonna try to do it where I had it. I don't know if I'll be able to, but that's good because I left all these other ones open. Get to this one here. I did right, yeah. I may have the wrong one. Yeah, I think that one might go on the PC. Let me try this one over here again. Here we go. There we go. Yes. All right. We are in business. Back up here with these. Let's run this stuff in there.
That looks like a mess.
It is a mess. Oh my gosh, it's a mess. If I had to do this over again, I would do these first. Isn't that a good method? If something's longer, it goes further down.
Mm-hmm.
I got, oh, so that's a fatter hand. Reset switch, power switch. It goes right here. Like that. It doesn't look like it matters which way it goes. Let's see. Maybe it does matter.
I think it does.
Click. Bandicoot. Does that not look horrible? Okay, you got the clippy thing. You got the sticky thing. So it's going to have to be flipped like this. Bend it a little bit. Match them up. Match them up.
Ooh.
Click. Click. Ain't bad, I guess. I can go with that. We got this one here. It's got a little notch in it. It looks like it could go right there. So it needs to be flipped over here. You see the notch? And there's a notch down here. We have that light. Click. It's another one. And it says HD audio. So this one we get to look for HD audio. It shows it being down in this corner down here.
I can grab it if you need me to.
You got it? Hold on, hold on. Go over the top of those. You got it?
Okay. Go over the top. Yep.
Okay, it's missing a pin in the top. And this one's missing a pin in the top.
Matchy matchy.
And these pins look so delicate. That's in. Now we've got these. This is the power. Reset switch and power switch. Okay, we got to find out what the arrow means. It's not telling me. And it says it is positive. So our positive is... Can this thing go up even more? Go, 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 go! Yes, go! Oh my gosh.
That's kind of crazy.
That's really high.
Yeah. Can you? Yeah. I guess it needs to be for tall people too.
Okay, we're gonna leave it up there. I like this. I'm gonna be putting this upside down. The arrow's here to the left one. It's right beside the one that doesn't have one. Well, I'm gonna put the other one in first because it's on the bottom. And that's gonna be the reset. And the reset, for some reason, the ground is on the other side. So the positive is gonna be on the right on the reset. Now this is for my motherboard. I don't know what yours is like. You have to look in your manual. There we go. Check again. Power's on my left. Oh yes. Got that done. Now let's move up here and do our CPU. They got notches on the top. Yes. Okay. Okay.
It's coming together.
It is coming together. It really is. All right, we are ready to install the fan today. It's going to take this bracket. It's going to go like this. Here's the box that came with it. Now, let's all remember where we put the cords. There's the box stuff. Okay, they got thermal paste with it. We're going to use a different brand. And it's got the mounting things. It came with a manual. So we'll just have to, this is the one we need. Just have to remember that. So we are going to use the blue. It says Intel on it. It's got the standoffs, 1700. Looks like it's got screws. And I think we discussed it earlier, but yeah. Our fans look like they're pointing the right direction. They're going to bring it up and out. We hope. We'll check that with a piece of paper or something.
Hope you don't get blisters.
I already got one.
I hope you don't make them worse.
Yeah.
Why don't you use my drill?
Well, I really don't want to strip these threads and they're not very long. So
Those are tiny.
we might fast forward this a little bit.
Yeah, they don't want to watch you.
Some people do.
ASMR, is that what it's called?
What's ASMR?
It's like you watch videos of people
Just doing
making
stuff?
it's like making certain noises that are relaxing.
Okay, like me breathing. Is that relaxing?
Or like watching a pan of bacon frying.
Oh, or like somebody sleeping? Is that it or that not it?
That's kind of creepy.
Oh, The bacon, yeah, like cooking.
It could be
People
anything.
love cooking shows.
You know how I like to watch the birds and listen to them?
Yeah, but like Eric,
It's relaxing.
screening in screws is probably like the best thing ever to watch.
It doesn't look like you know what you're doing there.
Well, I'm doing this on video is really hard. One more left to rule them all. Why do we need so many? That's my question. We don't need this many screws. This is overbuilt. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Okay, go around, tighten them up. Okay.
Moment of truth.
The moment of truth. Look at this. This is gonna go slide in. Oh, that. This is gonna go down like. Oh yes, yes. That looks awesome. Everything looks really good. There is the fans. And these are non-RGB. These are just regular fans.
Obviously, the person watching this video is going to know what that means, but what's RGB?
That is the lights
Okay.
on the fans.
Is that what people say for any lights, not necessarily on the fans? Just
No. I mean, it's just where you can change the colors and stuff.
That's what RGB means.
Well, maybe we'll look up what that means.
I think I've seen it on other things than just
See, it
that.
says ARGB. I don't know what the A stands for. It used to just be RGB. Now we've upgraded. So this thing comes off. I'm going to take this off. This is the screen for this. I'm just going to lay that to the side for now. Don't forget where we put it. So this is going to be considered the CPU fans, like the cooler for the CPU. So one says AIO pump, which that's going to be this, the pump right here, down here. And then the gray one is a CPU fan. If you look how you plugged up the other things, there's the notches on top, the notches right there. Oh my gosh. I can't see. There we go. This is kind of hard to get in. I definitely didn't feel a click. We're going to say that's good. Now, we are ready for one of the most controversial things of building a CPU, and that is putting thermal paste down. Now we are going to, well, we got to do the mount first. We got to do the mount. Now let's make sure this looks okay. I think it does. Right there. See how the hoses are going to go. If you want to take these off, you can. These are just clamps, and I think I want to see what it looks like without them. It's nice that they have them, and I think that looks better. Or we could just use one. I think that looks way better. And as far as these goes, they do pivot. So you can pivot these mounts right here. See that?
Why is the paste so controversial?
Because it's got to contact this, and people's like, do you put a pea size? Do you put a rice size? Do you do an X? It's a lot of stuff, and I will show you what I found out. We bought this. This is like the best rated out of Amazon. I've seen a bunch of people using it. I've seen tests done with this. It'll get you a couple degrees. I've seen it even do like 4 degrees better than some other paste, and that's Celsius. Well, computers, they always try to go off Celsius. All right. So this is going to be our mount. It says Intel on the back. Gotta stick these all the way out for the 1700. You probably can't see that. It says 1700 and 1150 or 115X.
It's too blurry.
So we're going to take this back here. We're going to do a dry fit, and then we're going to pull these off, and it'll stick on the back. So we just want to put this in here. And it looks like everything fits good. So we are going to pull.
It's too dark over here. They can't really see it very good.
Well, you can show them the front if you want. They kind of get it. I mean.
Is it going on this side or the other side?
The screws are sticking out the other side.
Oh, I gotcha.
So we just take this like this. It's just got little sticky things on the back so it stays on there. See that? That was my tummy rumbling. Because I haven't ate yet. All right. So we're going to look at the manual. So we stuck that on there. 4 1700 standoffs through back plate. And guess what they did? It's blue for Intel. Isn't that cute? So now, can you? Oh, I could probably do it. Yeah, that's fine. These on here. I do wish I would have put these on earlier, but I would have, but we was wanting to do an unboxing of the water cooler. What are we calling it? Radiator?
You called it Radiator.
I'm calling it all kinds of stuff. People. What do you guys want to call it? This did include its own thermal paste if you don't want to buy some. But we are buying some just to make sure we keep those lower. Okay, so that says AMD. This does not say anything on it. And we're going to hold that up again. Our screw's going on top like this. Just like that. And the screw pops out this way. So we go like that. And then you've got these little screws. Hold them on there. Okay. Sit there. Let me get my screwdriver. It's kind of hard to get to right there. There we go. I'm noticing those are kind of adjustable. So we have to. Oh, that's kind of weird. Let's see if it lines up, I guess. We are going to do a dry run, which means we are not going to put the paste on yet. That's weird. Okay. All right. I think we're ready for the real run.
So this box stays cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's touching.
Yeah, and all the water runs, it comes in, comes back out, goes in the radiator. The fans cool it back down, it goes back down in.
Wow.
And then this has a screen on it, so I can monitor the temperatures. I can put videos on there.
You can customize it.
Yeah,
however.
I can customize this. But the main thing is the water block.
Okay.
I like them a lot better than the fans. I mean, that's also a big deal. And look how much smaller it is on the mount. I think it looks better, personally. But, you know, to each their own. The other way's cheaper, definitely.
But if you're spending this much money,
You might as well spend a
you
little
might
bit
as
more.
well.
And it's not that much more money. Okay, I need a plastic spoon or something. Well, maybe there's one in here. We'll see if it's got a spatula with it.
Or say I just put all plastic spoons and stuff up at the very top of the pantry and now I can't reach them.
That's nice. That's not like today?
Yes.
No way.
Literally. I was cleaning the pantry.
That's my luck.
At least I know where I put them.
Yeah, that's true. That is it. That's all it comes with. 4 grams of thermal paste. I gotta go find something plastic.
BRB.
BRB. I guess I should have bought one of those. Take the cap off the thermal paste. And we are going to put it on like this.
What does this do?
This transfers heat. And if you don't have one on, it will not transfer. Okay. Look at those weld beads. Okay, so I'm just going to spread it out with this. Let me get this light perfect. Oh, you can kind of see it too.
It's not spreading very good.
I know it. It's not spreading very good at all. What is going on? Should we have cleaned that off with something? More motorcycles, yay. Yeah, this is not... There it goes that way. There we go. Maybe I'll just have to put it that way and go. And this is supposed to be non-conductive, so even if it goes over, you should be okay. Okay, I'm gonna clean this off because it's acting weird. That's so weird. Duh. take the lid off. I'm gonna pull it back out there. Jeez. This is so much fun, isn't it? Are you having the best time of your life?
Yeah, this is great.
Oh my gosh. That is so not what it looked like online.
Oh, goodness.
On the thing.
Is it going to matter if you get it right off that spot?
No, that ain't going to hurt anything.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's enough of that. So we got to evenly, kind of, sort of, spread out. Now, do not forget this step. You can forget some other stuff, but you cannot forget this step.
Why are you wiping that off so good? It's just going in the trash.
Well, I don't know. Remove this sticker. Peel the sticker. Now we're going to do what we just did. Oh my gosh, it's not as easy as it was earlier.
I don't think it's going.
I don't think it's going either. Why is it so much easier when you do it the first time? I don't even feel it.
You're right on it. I think you go down a little bit. Or does it feel like it's going? Go down a little bit. Is it that screw thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to go down just a little bit. There you go.
You saw me test this out.
Looks like it's going.
Yeah. Okay. Snug. I didn't tighten it crazy. All right. Wow. Yay. Okay. Now this is going to be going to the AIO pump, which I talked about earlier. So we're going to run it up through here. And it goes right beside the CPU head fan header. Nice and easy. The USB for this. So we got to find a USB pin, and we're going to look in our motherboard manual for that. It's going to be one of these two right here. USB header. Found it in here, the manual. And you can, I kind of seen it before we even done it. It's like the only style of that. It's missing a pin at the bottom. You can see that. It looks like the USB is going to be facing to the top. And I'm going to see what side mine's on. So it's on my left side. So I'm going to put this on the left side down here. Very carefully. Click. And then we are going to put this over here. Mount this up here. Plug it into the side. And then we're going to have to do some cable management back in here. And guess what time it is now? It's time to put the GPU in.
Woohoo!
This is like the last part, and we can see if it posts.
I don't even know what that means.
It means turn on.
Okay. Why don't you just say turn on? I don't know computer lingo.
No.
I just play the computers. I don't
Nobody does.
know how they work. I just trust that they do.
Well, this is good for everybody to watch. No matter if you...
It's fascinating seeing technology.
Oh my gosh.
You're dangerous with that thing.
I mean, I tell you what.
I don't want to end up in the ER.
Okay, I gotta figure out which way this goes. Surely it comes out like this. And if I've talked about this before,
It has its own fans.
it has 3 of its own fans. But GPUs are very hard to get right now. And we was in a rush, so we could have went with AMD or something else, which there's only 2. There's this and that. But I'm very familiar with this. Ooh, look at this black box opening. Ta-da-da. That looks like that's the manual.
Yeah, let's keep the manual here.
We shouldn't need the manual for this.
Oh, we're going to keep the manual right here.
Definitely. And we had to overpay $150 for this. But, you know, people say AMD's better on some of the smaller ones. They've got new ones that came out. I don't know. Look at this. So we've got a splitter that comes with this. We may have to open the manual up and see. All right. That should just be the data though for it. Da-na-na-na-na-na. It's beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Okay, that's going to be our plug-in there for our power. Then there it's got HDMI and 3 display ports. It's got all kinds of stuff we got to take off of it. It kind of looks like it's got one up here, but I can't see it. So this has got 2 BIOS modes. One's performance, and then one is, what would a Q stand for? quality or something.
You're looking at me like I know the answer to that.
So it's got 2 different ones. Quiet mode. That's what it is. Quiet mode. All right. So it's going to go in that slot right there, that gray one. See it right there?
Mm-hmm.
So we have got to take off.
So this goes in there and it just sits there?
Mm-hmm, just like my other one.
Well, I don't pay attention to your other one, but how does it attach somehow besides that?
Yeah, it just attaches in there. Just clicks
Oh
in
my
there.
word.
Boom. And then we run the power that we ran before. So it looks like it's going to be this one and this one here. 2 down. Let's remove these. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Are you good on light? You need more light?
Yeah, you're standing right in it.
Let's put this over here. Is that good? Is that too much?
That's good.
All right, we got these 2 knocked out. Just take those out. And we are going to, there's a cover on here. Take that off. Be very careful with it. There's a peel on the back here for the display ports. Try to keep those covers in. There's a peel. Remove protective film first. I do not see a peel for that, do you?
I mean, there's one around here. Is that what they're talking about? I don't think there's one up here.
It says there is. It says remove.
Are they talking about down here? I kind of can see it right here.
That's what I'm saying.
I can feel something.
I get it.
But my newly manicured nails.
That is so weird. It does not look like that.
It doesn't look like it,
It
but then
doesn't
in
have a peel.
parts it looks like it has one. I don't think there is one.
No, there definitely is one. It looks like crap. Okay. Why doesn't it have a place to peel? You see our dilemma, people? Look at that. You see our dilemma in life? There was no way to peel that. And for someone that doesn't do this all the time, so line it up. Like so. Push it in. Click. Do you hear it click?
Wow.
All right. And we're going to put those 2 screws back in here. I can't see nothing.
Fell in there. That's funny.
Do you know what time it is?
Tool time.
It's time to turn it on and see if it works. This is so scary.
Yeah.
Another peel. Okay, we think we've got all the peels off. I do have, this is like a stand for the sag right here. See this? Mm-hmm. See the sag?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
We got to do
how's
that other cord we didn't do. It'd be right here in the front. Remember the one we left out of it? You're gonna go right here. Okay, now look how it goes. Da-da-da.
It clicked.
No,
Didn't
it? It went all the way down.
Oh.
Look at that. See what I could do. Go around like that. I don't want to do too tight. I think that looks good right there.
Bada bing, bada boom.
All right.
A moment of truth. I'm scared.
Okay.
Nothing flashed.
Nothing flashed. What about now? Yeah, I see lights.
I see lights.
Lights are on. Okay, we got lights. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Ooh.
All the fans up there are working. Oh my gosh, we didn't plug in a monitor.
What about these fans?
I didn't plug them up.
Okay.
Oh no.
What?
I didn't plug a monitor up.
Well, I mean, how hard is it?
We gotta redo this. Take 2, we didn't have a monitor hooked up. Beginner mistake. All right, here we go. We're gonna turn it back on. Lights. Yep, we got lights again.
We got lights.
All right, I'm gonna try to go around front because I wanna see it. Actually, let's hook up the mouse to.
Ooh. Ah. I can feel that. Can you feel it?
Oh yeah.
Probably gotta turn this on.
Look. Mm-hmm. Look. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. It worked. Oh man, that's awesome.
Wow, good
Look at
job.
that. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's doing all kinds of neat animation.
Wow. That feels good.
Look what you did.
Look what I did. I did it. Yes. Look at all the lights.
So pretty.
Wow. All right, guys. Stay tuned. We may do this in one video. We may have multiple videos. We're going to get this set up. We're going to install Windows. This is just so awesome.
Yes.
It feels so good to build your own PC.
So satisfying, and I didn't even do it.
You was here.
I was
you
here.
Was helping.
Wow.
You helped a lot. But it's easy and it's not easy. The instructions for this stuff is, a lot of it's garbage. Like, it's so bad. I mean, I couldn't believe, like, just the simple stuff. And you watch other people's videos and they don't show you all the stuff. You know what I mean? It's here and there, and they've done it 100 times, and they don't want to show you the same stuff all the time. So this may be a long video, but I want to make it a good video. Yes. That screen is going to be so cool. You like the...
Yeah, I love, well, you know I love those colors. Those colors make me happy.
It's so good.
The camera doesn't do it justice, how bright and vibrant those colors are.
And I don't mind the fans like that.
Plastic right here.
Okay, we'll take that off.
You want me to?
Yeah, if you want to.
Heck yeah.
Please like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications.
Catch you on the next review.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't want to shut off.